Hello guys and welcome to the video. I hope you all are well. Today's build video guys is for the Witch Doctor class for season 20 patch 268 man. Spirit Barrage guys, Furious Spirit build we're calling this one because the amount of output DPS we can do in this particular build is absolutely savage. I've just done GR 121 with this build man. Even though it's not classed as the meta build right now, that's ruling the top of the leaderboards, this version of my build here has Echoing Fury in it. Okay, if you're playing the usual Captain Crimson's version, this one here, guys, that everyone's playing right now. Don't get wrong, it's got a bit more better DPS and all that, and better cooldown, but it's a bit harder to play. So if you're playing with no orcs and stuff like that, and you're just starting with the Witch Doctor, and you're dying a lot, and you get a bit frustrated, man, this is the build for you, man. Because the way I got this set up, it's much easier to play, and it still performs extremely well. With no orcs in this suit, about 1,000 Paragon, I did GR 118s already, which is crazy. And I've just orced 6 pieces, and I've done 121 already. So I'm currently rank 108. The difference between this build and the top build here, like I said, is Echoing Fury. I can actually have Echoing Fury in my setup. And Echoing Fury is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, guys. So, yeah, for those that don't know, guys, it's a brand new Witch Doctor set. The Mundunugu's Regalia. Okay, so basically, it's a Spirit Barrage set. Okay, so this buff Spirit Barrage damage does insane DPS. It's absolutely brilliant. It's really good, guys. I know, certainly brilliant again. It's fantastic. Okay, so yeah, guys, 2-set bonus. Big Bad Voodoo now follows you and lasts twice as long, which is fantastic. Also transitions with you going into other zones as well, so you won't just lose it, which is great. 4-set bonus gains 60% damage reduction for 30 seconds when you enter the Spirit Realm. The Spirit Realm is basically your Spirit Walk. Okay, so as soon as you hit Spirit Walk, boom, 60% damage reduction. Fantastic. The last one of these guys, 6-piece set. Spirit Barrage deals 20,000% increased damage, plus an additional percentage equal to 5 times your mana regen. So the higher your mana regen, the more DPS you do, okay? Yeah, it's great, guys. It's by best, man. This set is the strongest thing the Witch Doctor has ever had. It is unbelievably powerful, man. Unbelievably powerful. Also, guys, I've got GR speed variations and Torment 6 variations on the channel as well. Check those videos out. Brilliant. Okay, guys, so let's go for the rest of the gear then, man. So, yeah, you want to use your 5 pieces, guys, of this gear, man. Of the Mundunugu's Regalia. Brilliant. Then Mask of Germ, guys, on the helm gives you pet damage, okay? The only pet you have in this build that requires that damage bonus is the Phantasm that comes out of this spell here. So these pets here are classed as pets. So therefore they benefit from Enforcer and Germ damage. Brilliant. But the Manitou doesn't, okay? But you still want to stack it though, because these guys hit super hard, man. Super hard. Brilliant. Okay, guys, main hand weapon, Sacred Harvester. Okay, so go Sacred Harvester, guys. This gives you 10 stacks of Soul Harvest. As usual, guys, Witch Doctors pretty much always have to use this item because it gives out damage reduction in conjunction with the Kumba's Ornament Bracer. So we get damage reduction per every stack we have. So 60% damage reduction is huge, and we have to use it because otherwise we would die. We would die. Also, guys, main hand, you can have the Barber as well, because it has the same attack speed as this. But having a GG Barber roll with 500% is very hard. So it's much easier to go for a Sacred Harvester main hand and just cube the Barber. Okay? Brilliant. Lovely. Okay, guys, offhand, guys, is the new Gaze of Demise. Spirit Barrage gives the Phantasm Ring, which we just talked about, that little spirit that pops out there. Each active Phantasm now lasts twice as long. It lasts about 10 seconds now, which is good. Increases the damage of Spirit Barrage up to 150% now. And also increases the attack rate of the Manitou Spectres. Now you can see the Spectre above my head now. Barely casting. Cast Spirit once, a bit faster. Spirit 2, a little bit faster. And then Spirit 3, and it goes nuts. And those bolts, guys, do a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. So in conjunction with this and this, wrecks. Got some footage coming up. Watch the footage. It's absolutely insane. Okay, guys. First ring is the Ring of Royal Grandeur. Okay. So basically, what this does, this gives you an extra set bonus, and that will you achieve 6-piece bonus on your Spirit Barrage set. The first gem I'm going to use, guys, of course, is Enforcer, because we want to buff that Phantasm DPS, man. This dude right here, brilliant. Belt, go Transcendence, guys. Why Transcendence? Transcendence basically summons 15 fetishes as your casting Spirit Barrage, and they're completely indestructible, which is disgusting. Also, they will block so much damage. Because, like I said earlier, this is a bit of a more newbie GR push build, and it is very, very effective. But having 15 fetches blocking absolutely tons of damage to your Witch Doctor in the squishy set, it's an absolute lifeline. It helps extremely. For those who want to super push this, guys, you can always put like a Witch and Arrow in the belt instead. Yeah, you can put a Witch and Arrow in there for a huge damage increase, etc., etc., man. But if you're just starting out, definitely go for Transcendence, guys, because, you know, all those nasty Rift Garden attacks and thrown spears from Goatmen and all that will be blocked by this belt for the fetches, and like I said, they're completely indestructible because of the Enforcer gem. Brilliant! I was very, very lucky, guys, to get this Ring of Emptiness, man. Super, super lucky. What does Ring of Emptiness do? Basically, when, you deal up to 300% increased damage to enemies affected by either your Horn or your Locust Swarm. For those that don't know, Witch Doctor now, you don't need Horn and Locust Swarm on your bar at the same now to proc this ring. It only uses one spell, and I just use Locust Swarm Pestilence. Okay, I just cast this once, spreads to the whole screen, and boom, 300% increased damage, which is disgusting. It's great. Next gem, guys, you want to use, of course, is Bane of the Trap for the huge damage increase, man. Last drawing item, guys, we're using is Flavour of Time. This one is up to you, to be honest. You know, you can use this, you can use Squirt, you can use Hellfire Amulet. I really do love Flavour of Time because double pylon effectiveness is just amazing. 2 minute shield, 1 minute power, 1 minute conduit, 2 minute speed. It's extremely good. Extremely good for GR push. It's a great, great thing. Because it's a GR push build, guys, the last gem, of course, is Bane of the Stricken, so we can actually kill the Rift Guardian. But yeah, Flavour Time is fantastic. It's just such a hard item to roll well. It's really, really horrible to roll, man. But that's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes. Okay, guys. So yeah, like we said earlier, Mask of Jareth for the pet damage. Make sure that you put a diamond in your helm because you want as much cooldown as possible, so that way you can keep spamming your big bad voodoo. Okay, it's very, very important. For your chest and legs, either use rubies or dexterity gems because that will give you an armor bonus. Okay. Very, very important to get your armor as high as possible. You can use topaz in this, but you'll be very, very squishy. Even more squishy. You know, I've made this build as tanky as possible, and it works well. But yeah, definitely use red or green gems, guys, for armor. Absolute must. Absolute must. Right, let's show you what's in the cube then. Okay, guys. First item, of course, is Echoing Fury. Now, I absolutely love this item, and I've done tests with Spirit Barrage pre-patch before. And Echoing Fury of Spirit Barrage is just insane. It is absolutely crazy. Echoing Fury, basically, guys, gives you a 75% increased attack speed and 25% movement speed buff, okay? So Echoing Fury just lets you spam spirits out on kill super fast. And because you can spam spirits so fast, you're actually proccing your Russia Essence much, much stronger. And that boosts your damage on your 6-piece as well, even higher. So it works extremely well, like extremely well, man. So pour a ton of trash, get a mob in the middle of their guys' elite pack, and just detonate it into the ground. I've got some fantastic footage coming up in just a minute, and it's crazy how strong this is. Brilliant. Okay, guys, the Barber, man, absolutely key to the build as well. Instead of dealing direct damage, your Spirit Barrage now accumulates on the target. When you stop casting, it explodes, dealing 500% damage to accumulate to all enemies within 15 yards. Brilliant. Okay, so basically, say Kadala here is the Rift Guardian, yeah? Don't just hold down the trigger, okay? You need to interrupt your cast. So if you cast, say, Nado, that will interrupt your cast, and then that will detonate some of your remaining damage. Another thing you can do is stutter step in, so you can go move, cast like that, and that would detonate extra remaining damage as well from the Barber. Or, to be honest, you could just stand there and just tap left-click. Just tap left-click, and you'll get regular detonation damage. I know it's a weird mechanic, a lot of people are asking how it works, but pretty much that's the best way to do it, to set it off, okay? So you can just hold it down about six casts, cast up a spell to interrupt and detonate remaining, or you can just tap left-click. Most of the time these days I just tap left-click, okay? Unless Nado's up, of course. So I hope that explains it a little bit better. Last but not least, guys, of course, is Unity. Like I said, this is a bit of a newbie GR push build, so I wanted to make this as painless as possible for the newer players of the Witch Doctor class. So Unity gives us 50% damage reduction, which is just awesome. You've got to make sure you've got a Unity ring as well on your follower, okay? And make sure he has an indestructible token to make sure he doesn't ever die. I use the Templar to give us all the healing, okay? All the heals. Don't bother using Inspire. The mana per second doesn't really give you that much extra damage. I found the healing was actually a better option. I'll write down here on Guardian, okay? I always use Thunder Fury, obviously Unity. Oculus Ring, guys, key to the build as well, actually, because it gives you, as you're killing targets, you get a yellow pool power on the floor. Runs out, you pool power on the floor, you get huge damage increase up to 85%. It's brilliant. Do not use Esther Johan Amulet because we've already got Nado in this build, okay, which is for our grouping. So definitely go for Overwhelming Desire. I love this, man. Such a great amulet. Chance on hit to charm the enemy. While charm, the enemy takes an extra 35% increased damage, which is huge. So if you find Leap Pack and it gets charmed by your follower, 35% damage is a lot of extra DPS. The last of these guys, Freeze Deflection for the off-block freeze, which is great for Rift Guardians with the Templars in there. I've got a bad one. It's only 0.7. Nice. Right, so Cube explained. Let's go over to the skills, guys. So this is your main damage dealer, Spirit Barrage, Mana 2, okay? Brilliant. So 20 seconds, that guy will check out bolts and will summon your Phantasm Spirits. Piranhas, guys, Piranado, damage application and grouping. This will suck all the mobs into one spot. You can just nuke the crap out of them, man, with that barrage, man. Just see them just melt. It's so good. Local Sword Pestilence, guys. This procs your ring or enters ring, like we said earlier. The Pestilence rune has 100% spread. So as soon as you cast it, it would just attach to every mob on the screen, and it's great. But you can change it over to Cloud of Insects. That gives you an extra 25% damage reduction, okay? So this is nice, but it doesn't spread nowhere near as much. Every time you cast it, it'll probably spread to about 5 or 6 targets. So if you're doing a big murder ball mobs, then you need to cast it about 5 or 6 times into those packs of mobs to make sure everything's tagged and reduced, okay? So it's up to you, but if you're lazy like me, just use Pestilence around and try to cope with incoming extra damage, but you can do that. PT build, guys, of course, is Soul Harvest Language, Intelligence buff, and Armor buff, okay? So increase our armor by 10% per stack. Okay, with Sacred Harvester, we get an extra 100% armor, which is great. So it keeps you alive, and it really jacks up your DPS as well, man, which is great. Spirit Walk 7, guys, 2 seconds of complete damage immunity, and also extra movement speed as well, which is really, really nice. If you want to, of course, you can change this to any other rune. You can use Jaunt for that, make it up to 3 seconds if you want. Healing Journey is quite nice as well. But personally, I just like Severance, man. I really like that extra movement speed, but it's up to you. Different option, though. If you want to change it, it's up to you. Nice. Okay, guys. Okay, now, Big Bad Voodoo Rune. Now, really, there's 2 choices, okay? Now, like I said earlier, this version of the build is a bit more of the newbie-friendly build. It's still extremely effective. Now, if you want more damage, Rain Darts or Slam Darts would definitely give you a ton more DPS. But, because we're using Mana 2 in this build here, the one that chucks up the extra bolts, that does a lot of damage, like a lot of damage. So what we need now, we need some more survivability. So Ghost Trance is fantastic. The ritual heals all nearby allies for 5% of your maximum life per second. And more importantly, guys, reduces all damage taken by 20%. And I found this works so well. If I'm ever doing speeds or anything like that on the other builds, then normally you guys slam or rain darts with extra damage. But for push, I have found that Ghost Trance is definitely my favourite so far. It just works so well. You know, it keeps you alive, you're getting constant healing. The higher your HP pool is, guys, the harder it's going to tick every 5% as well, which is great. So I've got 829k HP right now, which is pretty good. So that's quite a nice healthy heal. It just keeps you up. So that gives it takes it makes it so the Templar can have a bit of a break sort of thing, you know. So yeah, that works really well. But like I said, if you're first starting out, definitely use Ghost Trance. But if you want to go Glass Cannon, then Slam or Rain, man. Slam or Rain, just blow stuff up. Brilliant. Okay, guys, for passives, Creeping Death. Okay, so as soon as we cast Locust Swarm to proc Ring of Emptiness, this passive ensures that it's on that target forever. Well, it says not quite forever, it's about 10 minutes, but more than enough time for you to kill that target, so use Creeping Death. But to be honest, you can actually take this off and change that passive to something else that you want, if you don't mind recasting it every 8 seconds, okay? Quality of life thing, but it's up to you. But you can change it over to like Confidence Ritual for more damage, etc. And just recast your Locust Swarm. You know, it's up to you. Grave Injustice, guys, is very key to the build as well. Every time you kill a monster, you gain 1% of your maximum life and mana, which is great. And more importantly, you get 1 second of cooldown to all your skills, which is fantastic. So this will really help mainly keep Ghost Trance down, man. Big bad Ghost Trance. You want to keep this up as much as possible, okay? Because this is your lifeline right now, this spell here. It's your lifeline. Keep it up. Rush of Essence, guys, is fantastic. So Spirit Spells return 100 mana over 10 seconds, okay? So as we're casting Spirit Barrage, let me go to my resource here. There you go. You can see my mana regeneration there. The higher the mana regeneration you have, the more DPS you do from the 6-piece set. Okay, you can see it going up and up and up. Now remember, when Echoing Fury procs, we can actually produce more mana, okay, because we get 75% increased attack speed bonus, which is just incredible. So that's one of the reasons why I put Fury into this build, because we can actually make better use of the 6-piece set. Get more damage from the mana gen, guys. It's good. It's good. And last one, these guys cause Spirit Vessel, man, because, you know, you don't want to die, especially in hardcore, guys. Don't die in hardcore. Be careful, man. Be careful. So Spirit Vessel, guys, lets you, yeah, so you can't die straight away. You get a second life. On softcore, though, guys, what you can do, you can change this over to Swampland Achievement to gain damage reduction from as many mobs around you as possible. Okay, I've pushed it this way before, and it does work very, very well. But it's up to you. And right now, I've been using Spirit Vessel because, you know, YOLO. YOLO. Okay, then, guys. So let's show this in action. It's all the same gear. I am using 6 orgs. I'm Paragon 1.1k in the current season. This is GR 110. Guys, watch this in action, man. This was crazy. And I got a really, really good rift. Like a really good rift. I loaded it up like first one. I was like, oh my god. I might actually have a good map for you guys on this video, and my god, we absolutely slaughtered. Okay, guys, skill rotation is very, very easy. Okay, so find some mobs. The first thing we're going to do is cast piranhas. Okay, cast your piranhas to group them up into one spot, spirit walk into them. Okay, and then hit Soul Harvest, Languish. Okay, you must keep 10 stacks of Soul Harvest up all the time. Okay, all the time. It is your key damage reduction. Okay, so you must keep your 10 stacks up. Okay, it is super, super important. Also, guys, say you're pushing on this build and you die on the Rift Guardian and you lose all your stacks, and it's a Rift Guardian that doesn't summon adds. What you can do, you can port out of the fight and go into Venture mode and port to an area in the game that summons a load of mobs like Halls of Agony 1, 2, and 3. Go in there, quickly get your stacks back up and your fetishes, then port back into the GR, and you're back up to top defense. Okay, just a little tip there for you. So yeah, guys, so yeah, you can see right now we're absolutely shredding. We're able to kill like almost 2 packs already. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, rotation very, very, very easy. Find some mobs, Nado, group them up, Spirit Walk into them, Soul Harvest Languish, get your armor buff up, pull back a little bit, hit Pestilence to proc your Ring of Endless bonus. The whole screen will be tanked by Locust Swarm. And then drop your Big Bad Voodoo if you would require the extra damage reduction and healing, etc, etc. To be honest, I pretty much keep a mine up all the time. Most of the time I try to pop it on packs, okay? But on this build, don't be scared to kill trash, because you can kill trash so fast on this build, especially with your Big Bad Voodoo. Because remember, Big Bad Voodoo gives you 15% increased attack speed and movement speed as well, so you know, it gets you around quicker. You know, and it's going to let you DPS super, super quick, okay? And as you can see now, I'm getting 5 stacks of Frenzy there. You see that little buff there? That's from the Echoing Fury, that little eyeball thing there. And it just allows me to cast so fast, man, like so fast. And it's going to make me regenerate so much power to proc my 6-piece bonus. And you can see these mobs just absolutely melting. It is such a fun build. Guys, it is so cool to see the Witch Doctor finally good. You know, in the past, obviously, we've had some good solo builds, man, but nothing like this before, you know. Even in group play now, you can actually group play really, really well now as a trash DPS and things like that. I was playing earlier with the guys on comms on my Discord, and, oh, God, it was so much fun, man. We was doing like 119s in, like, 5 minutes, you know. And most of us would even orged at that time, which was great. So yeah, it's extremely good time to be a doc, man. Just hit a conduit there, guys, as well. Remember, we are using the Flavour of Time, so that conduit now will last 1 minute. A 1 minute conduit. Oh yeah, it's good. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Just pop my Big Bad Voodoo there, guys, to give me myself a little bit more movement speed there. Just get it back up to here. Another pack up here. Torch these guys. Got to watch these charges, guys. Watch these charges. Tag them up there with Locust Swarm. Look at them just melt. And also, Conduit is so good with Echoing Fury, because as it's killing targets, it's proccing Echoing Fury. It's proccing Echoing Fury, and it just keeps that attack speed up like crazy. And I couldn't believe it when I zoned into this next area. I was like, oh my god, this video is going to be great. I've actually got, finally, a good rift to show these guys this crazy build in action, man. It's very, very cool. Where is he? There he is. He's hiding a little bit there. So yeah, nice map, man. You see there, guys, the Spirit Barrage Managers sticking out those little bolts, man. If those bolts accumulate enough onto one target, it'll just one-shot them as well, which is great. Once it gets to the point where it's exceeded their HP, they'll just go bang and fall over and just die. Sometimes you'll have a Rift Guardian fight like that, like you'd be spamming a Spirit Barrage and a Rift Guard, then suddenly you'd be on like on half HP, then just insta-pop because you've accumulated enough damage on the target just to kill it outright. Brilliant. Just hit a Channeling Pine there. We've now got 1 minute of Channeling Pine on, guys. I can spend my big bad voodoo now all the time, and the Nado, man. So nice. Also, guys, the range of Manitou, the spirit above our heads, it's around about 20 yards, okay? So when you're fighting the Rift Guardian, don't be like right on the other side of the screen, okay? You want to make sure that your Mana 2 bolts are hitting the Rift Guardian all the time, okay? Because, like I said, it accumulates up, your strike going to be stacking on that target, and it's going to wreck them, okay? Rift Guardian should be popping up quite soon. But yeah, this map was absolutely fantastic. Also, guys, in the description of this video, there'll be a stat guide, okay? So, if you want the stat guide, just click on the Diablo fans guide link, guys, and it's got all the best rolls of gear there, exactly what skills they use. That way you don't have to go through this video and pause and stop and pause and all that sort of stuff, okay? Just click on the link, guys, and, yeah, skills, gems, Paragon startup, all that sort of stuff is all there, man. And, of course, it'll include this video as well. Look how fast we're attacking, guys. It's just crazy good, man. There we go. Got probably the worst Rift Guardian in the game, guys. Brandy, man. The Hammerlord guy. His HP is off the scale. Thankfully, though, this guy does summon ads. He actually summons ads. So that way we can actually proc out Echoing Fury and get the yellow pools. And boom, there's the yellow pool already. Look, boom. I just Spirit Rocked in there as well. Try to stay in the pool as much as possible, man. But yeah, obviously, Rift Guardians that summon ads are your best bet on this particular setup because, you know, Echo Fury without ads obviously doesn't do much. You know what I mean? But if you get a Rift Guardian like this, or your best Rift Guardians you can use would be Hamlin and Sanctress are the best Rift Guardians you can have because they spawn mobs like crazy, man. And that means you can have 75% increased attack speed on that Rift Guardian. And you see that guy, guys? It just fucking boomed, man. It just boomed. He was on about quite HP. He just had enough and died. Because the barrage built up enough onto that target. There you go, guys. Quickly mouse over the gear. I'm currently using about 6 orgs in this gear, which ain't too bad. And yeah, 1.1k per angle, man. But like I said earlier, with no orgs at all, I did GR 117, 118 on it, man. It's good. Quick mouse over the gear. And there you go, guys. There you go, man. Absolutely lovely build. Like I said, it's not the better, but it's a much, much easier version to play. It's an introduction to the Witch Doctor, man, and of course it has Echo Fury, so it can absolutely blaze through the content. Brilliant. And there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and have fun this nature, guys. Thanks for watching, man. I'll see you guys in the next vid. Take care, man. Thanks, man. Hey! Enjoy that dog, guys. It's insane. Special shout out to everyone, guys, on channel, been with us for so many years, and a big shout out to those on Patreon, guys. Thanks for the shout out support. It does help a hell of a lot. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I'll see you in the next video. It'll probably be some sort of group trash killer build next. See you soon. Take care.